Cancer. It kills over 7 million people around the globe every year. It's a deadly disease, very expensive to cure, but without full support from the United Nations or other relevant world bodies, it's me and my family facing it. No money, no drugs. Cancer killed reggae icon Bob Marley, Spartacus main actor Andy Whitfield, who succumbed to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, world-acclaimed genius Steve Jobs, the Apple Computer's founder. Closer to home, it killed Father Zimbabwe, Joshua Nkabo Nkomo, great revolutionary and father of democracy in Zimbabwe, Edgar Chubwe Tekere. The first female Republic Police Deputy Commissioner General, Barbara Mandija. Memorich Bakuri, the brave girl who battled it alone for 13 years. It can affect anyone. It can kill anyone. Cancer, the silent epidemic. But there are some who have resisted. Iconic figures who have found life on the other side of cancer. Lance Armstrong, the American racing cyclist who survived testicular cancer and went on to win the Tour de France a record 7 consecutive times, a feat no one else has matched. And in Zimbabwe, we have our own. He was born on a farm compound. Dull life, screened away from the prosperous world, a hostage to the vicious cycle of poverty. He grew up in a mining compound, and at 17 years of age, he would go underground as a miner to raise school fees. Then he became an accounts clerk at Kwekwe General Hospital. But the guitars called him home. He is smart, he is handsome, and the ladies love him. They call him Moroji Mukuru, Muchina Muombe, Igwe, Dewa, Samanyemba. Behold, Zimbabwe presents Tongai Moyo. Tongai is a trailblazer. Of his many awards, 2005 was his major highlight. He won 2 musical awards at the Zimbabwe Music Association Zima Silver Jubilee Awards for Naye, his most outstanding album, and together with Oliver Mutukudzi, who helped him set up his career, they stole the night. Then the city of Kwekwe honored him for putting their city on the world map, awarding him a certificate of merit. But then cancer struck. Somandla Ndebele, Tongai's childhood friend and fellow musician, cannot hold back tears as he wonders why cancer chose his friend. Cancer Association of Zimbabwe knowledge manager Tapazwa Chigaliro says that non-Hodgkin lymphoma is one of the cancers with a high prevalence in Zimbabwe. For all his fame, in a world deaf to cancer, Tongai suffered from late diagnosis. At first, Tongai was happy it was cancer, not HIV, but later on, he'd come to realize. Cancer is very expensive to cure. In a private hospital where Tongai is treated, doctors' fees for one chemo session costs $780. Tongai has to pay $800 as hospital fees, $800 for laboratory tests, $160 for drugs, $200 for transport. One chemo session costs $2,740. CT scans cost $1,000 for the whole body and $500 for the head alone. Radiation costs $215. Blood transfusions, usually 2 pints, that cost $110 each. Dewa needs steroids and antibiotics, which costs around $50 per week. There are also social costs to cancer. Family life is disrupted. His wife, Minintle, says that cancer has changed their family's life drastically. They can't do what they used to do as a family. Tongai is very disciplined when it comes to taking medication, but the chemotherapy sessions in Zimbabwe today make him even sicker. 3 days after chemo, Tongai seriously falls ill. So, after undergoing 18 chemo sessions, he is not fully healed. And the latest cancer drug, rituximab, costs $20,000, a ridiculous amount to most Zimbabweans.
But the only thing they would do, me and my doctors never we go to hope this type of cancer don't treat that much. It's only that my resources you are seeing. The medication yacho, I understand it's like in America and in India. Well, it takes time to get to Zimbabwe. You see, because of the one of your asthma, cold chain drugs, transportation and from operating in certain temperatures and stuff like that. So you don't know if you away from South Africa. My conditions are actually transfer from South Africa to here and but we are working on the plans now. The right people are in, because the right people vary more, but they are so expensive. You always patient, you can't go there and buy.
From the information that we gather, ili komshonga yatinofunga ine personality nimvaraumbatsira but kuno tinogona kuwana but very expensive and we can't, maybe at the moment we can't afford to give him that. But I feel that if he were to get you maybe you're not gonna come back serious.
In 2009, the nurse in Tongai's life, Sister Mutandavari, discovered that she was suffering from cancer.
Apparently, I'm also a cancer patient, but yakasiyana manjini yake. So because when the pain comes, it's the pain that you can't explain to the next person. So maybe that's why I also understand him.
The nurse and her patient have united against cancer and encourage each other. For Tongai, the show goes on. He keeps performing at live shows and releasing new albums. When Tongai has a live show, he first goes into hospital for a blood transfusion. Then he appears on stage a few hours later and he delivers a well-choreographed act. On comes Belly, Monica, Sele, Chikasha to dance the Sele dance, which was popularized by Tongai. But what gives Tongai the resilience to keep performing? But even after cancer, Tongai has faced other challenges. In May 2010, Tongai's first wife, Barbara Muchengeti, committed suicide. It left him devastated as he dearly loved her. When she left him for the UK at the turn of the millennium, Tongai wrote and sang Barbara a song, Mukati Merima. He says, "Come holding the light in the darkness, because you are my light." And when she heard it, she came back from the UK. She was Tongai's nurse during his cancer battle, and her death was too big a blow. Many times